here for AJ Doman Chevrolet. You tired of buying a new vehicle only to return to the store and find out the sales staff's gone? Or worse yet, the store's gonna change hands altogether. Come on over to AJ Doman Chevrolet. We have been serving the area for 35 years. We're family owned and operated and here for all your automotive needs. AJ Doman Chevrolet at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick.
Hello and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. Again, your host, Keith Whiteside, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it. And always glad to welcome back to the show First Lieutenant Blake Tabor. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, as always.
I appreciate it. And have you gotten like a bit of a sigh of relief? Have we been able to do that?
We're starting to get there a little bit. I think once the weekend rolls in and, we have a little family time in excess of, 4 hours.
Right.
And we'll come back Monday recharged.
I know, that's right. And we say that only in as much as you and your team, everybody with Terrebonne Parish Sheriff's Office does so much in law enforcement. I mean, everybody's hands on deck, wheels on deck, if you will.
Absolutely.
To make sure that everybody is safe for the parade season.
Yeah, and look, and I don't think that the general public really grasps the concept of how many hours goes into planning, not just with parades in general, but just from the sheriff's office.
Yeah.
I mean, we have our trustee program that's out there. They're cleaning up before, after, during. I mean, it's a all hands on deck, and it's a process, that we deal with.
Right. And again, you guys have done some reels here, right? Tell us a little bit about the formation of this.
Pretty proud of these, to be honest with you. When I took over public information, I wanted to really make an impact this year. And of course, I think we know where the trend is heading with media, right? Mm-hmm. People want to watch things, they want to hear things, they don't want to read things.
Nope.
So, again, the first weekend we put out 3 reels just to kind of kick off Mardi Gras. And a lot of those reels got in excess of 100,000 views on them. So,
wow.
We're pretty proud of those. And then that just kind of went on into what you see here. You see some of these reels, a lot of the footage. All of this footage, I'd be remiss if I didn't give the accolades to First Lieutenant Philip Crabtree, who's our resident photographer and media guy. So he is a know-all when it comes to this kind of stuff, and he is able to put this and compile all these videos together. So special thanks to him.
He's your Jason?
Yes.
Yeah, we have a Jason.
That's right.
And you have a Philip.
Yeah, he is we call him a Renaissance man. He is a man of everything. He can do a little bit of everything. So special thanks to him as well. Some of these ideas, a lot of these were mine, but, he kind of brought them to life, and we're very proud of him. And look, and this is something that we're going to migrate to not only in festivals, but we're going to migrate to this in our normal routine of doing business. So
yeah, because, quite frankly, it's the best way to kind of let people know that here's our presence. This is what we do. Shots of the sheriff right there. Shots of you guys escorting Jason Bergeron, parish president, and just truly being a part of how integrated Sheriff's Office is with the public, and there people just want to give some love to the sheriff.
Look, they absolutely love this man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that they love him as much as we do.
Well earned.
Well earned. And look, we want, and this again, another big reason for this is humanizing the badge.
Right.
If we can bring to the public that you're dealing with a police officer and we have a job to do, right? And we may tell you things that you don't want to hear.
Right.
But we have families.
Yeah.
Right? We're humans.
We're part of this community.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're not trying to just be bullies.
Right.
As a lot of people think. And we're not trying to ruin your time as a lot of people may think. We do these things for a reason. It's kind of piggybacking off of the silly string and the snap pops. The laws against these things.
Right.
They're done for a reason.
Right.
It's not to give something people to talk about.
Right. Exactly. And again, this is to give people something to talk about.
Absolutely.
Right?
And look, and in a big way, and the one thing that you don't see and you can't tell about this is the pride that our agency feels when they see themselves on camera doing their job the right way.
Right.
It gives them a little something to be proud of, because we all do take this. This isn't a job, it's a lifestyle for us. We don't just show up to work to do the job, it's how we live our life.
Wow. And again, just being a part of the best part of the parade right there, being able to share that. And again, it makes Mardi Gras season safe. It's why people come. And this just kind of lets people know how important it is for what you and your team do and how well they do it. And
Absolutely.
how Sheriff Tim Saulnier's team does.
And look, one of the big things that we hear is, people that'll see an officer in a brief moment not smiling, or they're riding in a parade and they'll go, smile. It's not like we're not having fun. You can look at video upon picture. I mean, we have officers dancing in the street. We had Laura Geis, who's one of our crime scene investigators. She stands at Bayou Gardens and she's directing traffic the other day. And I happened to catch a glimpse of her dancing while she's directing traffic. And she stopped dancing before I could get out and video this. It was epic. But again, just goes to show you we're engaged, and we want to have a good time just like you, and we want to keep things safe, and we want to ensure the public safety is number one.
Right. And quite frankly, there's a way to be able to have some joy while you're doing it, but what you're really doing is a job.
Absolutely.
And take that very seriously.
We have to.
Right. Because you guys are, quite frankly, you guys are in charge of the safety of the parish.
And it's very easy to tell how quickly things can get out of control. We had a couple incidents that happened near the Dat Stanley parking lot, the old Stanley parking lot. I'm sure we'll discuss that in the days leading up to this, but things can get out of control very, very fast, and we have to maintain order for the safety and security of all.
And in that circumstance or those circumstances, y'all were able to do that very
Absolutely,
quickly,
very quickly.
For situations where we're never always sure what may happen, you guys are prepared
Absolutely.
for whatever happens.
And looking, it's a different dynamic. People are drinking. They're under the influence of illegal substances. They're not responding like we need them to respond. And so that's another level of security that we have to provide.
You're logically dealing with things that are often illogical.
Absolutely.
And so we appreciate that. Thank you for making this Mardi Gras season safe and for these reels, which is really, really cool. A great balance between the two.
It was a great season, and we're looking forward to a bigger and better 26.
I know that's right. We appreciate you so much. Thank you,
care.
Lieutenant. And that will do it for this particular segment, but don't go anywhere. A whole lot more right here on HTV.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your health is our legacy. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bork, know your rights.